I didn't get a degree. I'm originally from the UK, where I did qualifications in computing, a higher national certificate in computing, and then joined the police.
Received an associate's degree in digital forensic?
Correct.
Okay.
In 2009, I immigrated to Canada, where I was able to continue policing with all 5 years, again working patrol, before moving to the digital forensics team. Throughout my 8 years with Calgary Police, I did constant courses each year to keep information updated, including a 2-week course, again, at the Canadian Police College in Ottawa, specifically about cell phone forensics, additional courses for extracting data for interpreting internet artifacts or any other kind of information found on a phone or computer.
Certification training would be the CCE, which is Certified Computer Examiner from the International Association of Criminal Investigation Specialists. I also have a certification as a computer crime related investigator, cybersecurity, as well as computer first responder. The training aspects over the last 18 years on really a daily basis, when I've worked, I've participated in listservs, done research into the newest developments in the computer forensics, and really on usually a weekly basis we'll target some training seminar.
2020, I left Calgary Police Service and began working at Cellbrite as the Senior Digital Intelligence Expert. 2 years ago, I moved to the Decoding Product Manager position. No specific certifications. I've done the Cellbrite coursework since joining Cellbrite, but other than the 3-week course in Ottawa, and then again the 2-week course in Ottawa, I don't have the SANS training or any of that kind of training certifications.
I specialize in computer, cell phone, cloud, auto video, metadata media, surveillance systems, things of that nature. Well, my first case and testimony was 28 years ago. I'm not even sure we called it data forensics back then, but that was 28 years ago, and then about 16 years ago started the company United States Forensics, and been full-time in the industry since that point.
All right. Yeah, you'd mentioned that you'd actually testified for the first time 28 years ago. That would have been 1996, if my math is correct?
That's correct.
Testified approximately 20 times, mainly in Canada, but also once in Michigan, once in Australia, once in the UK.
Testified about 24 times in various state and federal courts.
The issue, as I was led to believe, is there was a timestamp for a web history artifact of 2:27 and 40 seconds AM local time, and it didn't make sense to the investigators. And the question was, is there any other interpretation for what this timestamp could mean? Interest was focused on just the web history artifacts.
Found a Google search that happened. First of all, the search was "How long to die in cold," and it happened at or before 2:27 a.m.
2:27:40 timestamp was correct insofar as that is the time that is shown within the database. It was indeed a deleted record, but the interesting thing was why the timestamp said 2:27:40, and I did some testing on this and discovered the reason why 2:27:40 was actually listed in the database, even though that's not the time, in my opinion, that the search was conducted. Evidence later on in the day that shows that that particular search was conducted at 6:23, I believe 51 seconds, and then a similar search at 6:24 and 18 seconds, I believe.
So that the artifact on that was called a Safari Suspended Tabs artifact, and there's a database associated with that called the Browser DB database, and in a company file, which is by the same name but ends in WAL, which stands for Write Ahead Log. And the write ahead log is where the data first gets written to, and then at certain points that data then gets committed and written to the main database. And this the heading on this particular one was last viewed time, January 29th, 2022 at 2:27 in the morning.
The specific, do you remember the number of seconds after?
I believe it's 40 seconds.
Browser State DB is just the name of the database, the name that Apple gave it. It's gone through some changes over the last few years. For example, in iOS 14, it did store the state of the tabs that were open within a browser. In iOS 15, there was a significant change, and the only time that records were written to the database is when the tab was closed. So a significant difference in that it doesn't show you what's currently open, it only shows you what's previously been closed.
And it was in a deleted state.